a lot of things in life we take for granted. And it's quite sad in one regard, because we don't get to appreciate and value everything. You see, nowadays in life, the way it is, we have access to virtually anything that we want. But what we don't remember, and we are very forgetful about, is where it all comes from. We take it for granted. You go buy a dress, but do you know where it comes from? Whether it's cotton, whether it's silk, whether it's wool, it comes from nature. Cotton grows on a plant. The wool comes from an animal, a sheep. Silk comes from a spider. But what is the source of all those things? Where is the origin of life? And we forget it's the Lord. The Lord is the creator of everything. And as the creator of everything in our lives, we need to start to remember. We need to start to remember what the Lord has provided for us. Because otherwise we just take absolutely everything for granted. And when we take things for granted, we get a bit greedy. We want a bit more of this and a bit more of that. And we get a bit selfish, because we just think about me, I. But the Lord is trying to teach us. He's trying to teach us, actually, that we should value things in life. Unfortunately, in society, we've become a very consumer society. And not only a consumer society, but a disposable society. We throw everything away now. And just buy more and replace. And we don't repair. And it's very, very sad. Because it means that we also treat people in the same way. So just as easy as we throw away our old phone or our old clothes, we throw away relationships and friendships, because it's very easy to move on to the next one and the next one and the next one. Because unfortunately the way society has come is everything is just for a moment in time. There's nothing permanent in life anymore. Many years ago, when people got married, they got married for life. Nowadays people get divorced. When I was young, I thought, when I get married, I'll get married for the rest of my years to one Mataji. No! I got married, then I got divorced, I got married, I then got divorced, 10-year marriage, a 22-year marriage, and then a 5-year relationship. And I realised in life, there's nothing permanent. There's nothing permanent. Because we've got a habit of taking everything for granted and everyone for granted. And this is why everything gets thrown away. You see, you've got a lovely dress on, you've got lovely clothes on here, but you wear it 2 or 3 times and you get bored. Oh, maybe I need a new dress, a new sari, a new top. And it's so easy to do that. We need. But we need to value. And the Lord is trying to teach us to value things. And if only we would listen and try to value everything that He creates and gives for us, then maybe we don't need so much more things. We usually crave for more things because we're not actually as happy as we think we are inside. And this is the hard thing about life. It is very, very challenging. It's very, very challenging because we don't get to fulfill our life fully. We're never always fully happy. And when we get a moment's happy, guess what? Just like the clouds come along, we don't see the sun anymore, we don't feel the happiness anymore. They come and go. They come and go. But the Lord is trying to teach us. It's trying to teach us to appreciate that when the sun is out, the sun is out. When the cloud is out, the cloud is out. And when it rains, it's because we need the rain. We can't have... Last summer, here in Vrindavan, it was 47 to 49 degrees every day for 3 months. Madness! Absolutely madness! But this is what the Lord gave us, because this is what He arranged. And when it rains, and it rains like now in this monsoon season, it rains heavily, because the gardens, the tree and nature needs watering. But we forget about it. We think, oh, I want to go out and see a friend, I've got to go shopping, and it's raining, it's an inconvenience. No, rain isn't an inconvenience. Rain is by arrangement. The sun is by arrangement. The clouds are by arrangement. The Lord arranges for everything for you to have in your lives. And it's beautiful. And we need to value that. And in order to value that, we actually need to value who the Lord is. How many people in life just give you and give you and give you things? No, not many people do nowadays. Everyone says, oh, I want a little bit of Lakshmi from you. Oh, I want a bit of your mind. Oh, I want a bit of your emotions. Or I want your body. Or I want the whole of you. Everyone wants something from us. But the Lord, His difference. The Lord is the one and only one who knows what it means to give. And to give. And to give. And to give, and to give. And it's beautiful. It's so beautiful. Our founder Acharya say you can miss it. You could absolutely miss it. So, Hare Krishna. What we need to do is to appreciate. We need to appreciate everything that we have in our life, because everything in your life is planned. The Lord gives you everything, and it's beautiful. And for once in our life, it's about time we say thank you, and maybe share some love to the Lord rather than keep on asking things from the Lord. We always ask the Lord when we've got a problem. Oh Lord, Krishna, please can you help me? My mother's sick. My brother's got a problem. I got problems with my job. I got problems with my health. I got problems with money. I haven't got enough Facebook friends. We always say, Lord, please, 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 can you help me? But do you know what, Mataji? The Lord knows everything about your life. He knows what you actually need. He knows when you're genuine, or sometimes when we're greedy. So we need to appreciate that the Lord is guiding us. He's showing us the way to go, the way forward. And if we start to realize that actually He knows what is best for us, He knows what is chosen for us, and if we can appreciate every aspect of that, then we can start to move away from this life of stress and anxieties and worries and fears, because then we start to appreciate everything is by arrangement. And if everything is by arrangement, it means that everything is right. There can't be any wrongs. It's just that we don't necessarily understand it. And this is what the Lord is trying to teach us. He's trying to teach us how to understand life. But no, we think we know best. We decide to do things our way. And this is why we sometimes get a bit lost. Sometimes we hit walls and we don't know what to do with our lives. Do you work or you study? What type of job do you do? You're a physiotherapist. It's good to help other people. I've had my fair share of physiotherapy in the past. Yes. When I was 14 years old, I was playing a game of badminton, like tennis, and I twisted my spine, and it went into scoliosis for 6 months. So from there onwards, I had a lot of spinal problems, degenerate discs, T4, L12, T1. So I had a history of problems. But I'm pleased to say they're my history, not my present. But being the type of job you do, you're helping other people, and that's important. But in life, we tend to do things because we need to earn money. So you get paid to do your physiotherapy. But the Lord is saying, actually, maybe we can do something for someone else from our heart, not for Lakshmi. Maybe you could take your skills and maybe one day a week do some social work, giving people something from your heart. And do you know what? The Lord says we can move beyond the selfish being and become more selfless. Is that not beautiful? And this is how we can become a better version of ourselves. And this is what the Lord wants to teach us. How can we become a better person in society? Because at the moment, life is all about me, I, mine, my desires, my needs, my wants. And if you don't give me what I want, you can go do what you want elsewhere. Because we're so blinkered. Do you ever find sometimes you come across people that you're not too sure about, or you have a conflict with? You're not sure you want to be friends with them, or you're not sure you like what they say. Do you know what? There are secret teachers. They're the ones who've got something really important to teach us, but we're so blinkered, we're so stubborn, we don't want to listen. But there are secret teachers. Has he been trying to tell you something for a long time? Or have you been trying to tell him something? You see, in life, everything in Krishna consciousness is not a challenge. Everything in Krishna consciousness is a lesson in life. But in the material world, everything is a challenge, because we like it or we don't like it. It's either positive or negative, it's good or bad. But what we learn in Krishna consciousness is everything is by arrangement. And if everything is by arrangement, then everything is purposeful and everything is part of a lesson. So do you find sometimes you experience something and you don't learn the lesson and you find certain things repeating? And this is what happens in life. Until we learn the lesson, the Lord's going to give us another lesson and another lesson and another lesson and another lesson until we wake up and say, what's going on? What's going on? Why not am I listening? Why am I not learning? It happened to me. I went through a 3-year lesson. It was madness. I can tell you very quickly. I live here in the ashram. I moved into the ashram. I lived in a room with 2 other Prabhus, and one of the Prabhus was really moochy. He was very dirty and untidy, and it drove me mad. I thought, look, I'll tidy up, I'll keep it clean, maybe he will learn. No, he didn't learn. I got irritated. I got frustrated. I made a complaint. They didn't listen. Anyway, I had to move another room for a different reason. I was moving a department, so I moved to a new room. And then again, I'm living with another Prabhu he wants to pay everyone to do everything for him. He paid people to get his pani. He paid people to get his prasadam. He paid people to clean. Oh la la. Anyway, I moved to a 3rd room for another reason. And this 3rd room, this Prabhu, he's got a double bed. Every single thing that he owns is on the bed at the same time. And I like things very simple and tidy and clean. Simple mind, simple room, simple space, simple mind, clear mind. And then I realised, hold on, I'm not learning a lesson here. I'm missing something. I realised I'm missing something. And then I started to realise, why should I expect him to behave or do things the way I want them? Why can't he do it his way? So I started to realise, okay, I'm going to let him live on his side of the room in his forest, and I'm going to live on this side of the room in my forest. and I'm going to let him do whatever he wants to do, and I'm going to love him for being a nice Prabhu. And this is what I did. And I started to appreciate that he was a nice person, and it's not right for me to expect of anything from him. Anyway, I had to move to a new room for another reason. Our ashram got knocked down here. I moved to a fourth room, and now I live with two other Prabhus who are tidy. It took me nearly 3 years worth of lessons. It wasn't about tidiness only. It was one lesson was tidiness, one lesson was tolerance, another lesson was acceptance, another lesson was not expecting other people to think or behave my way. You see, I'm not God. I'm not God, so why do I behave like I expect everyone to believe or behave in a certain way? So I learned, it was a multi-level lesson, this was, but it was beautiful. And now I accept everyone for who they are, because who am I to judge them? And most times we judge people, it's because we don't actually know who they are in the first place. And it's beautiful. It's so, so beautiful. And this is how the Lord teaches us. He teaches us to become a better version of ourselves, to be more aware of how we can fit in with society, and not to be so blinkered and think this is my way and only my way. And no. Life is about tolerance, acceptance, giving, appreciating, valuing, and appreciating the beauty of everyone for who they are, not for just them meeting with our expectations based on a very Maya and blinkered mind. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare.